If you've never researched something, I want you to do, everybody do one favor. I want you to research the story of David and Goliath. I want you to understand what the king told David when he put on the armor on David, and he said, I want you to fight Goliath with this armor because he's huge, he's 9 foot tall. And David said something that was very key to the king. He said, King, I can't fight your fight. I got to fight my fight. It's about fighting our fight. 2005, I had one of the most tragic injuries ever. And I couldn't help my team. So the leader was took away, so there could be doubt. But if you still have a leader, and Joe Flacco, you got to rally around it. You got to get behind him, and it ain't about wins and losses. It's about loyalty. It's about understanding. I'm going to make the play, or I'm going to watch the play be made. It's simple. It's if I can tell my safety, you cover this because I'm going this time. It's a man on a man every time you play the game. It'll never change. It's about winning one-on-one battles. Fight your fight. It's our fight to fight. 1 and 6 doesn't define who you are. What defines who you are is what you do when you 1 and 6. What the man you will fight for. Just everything you got today. Not because of the scoreboard, but because when this game ends, you have a brother to call for life, knowing you gave everything you had. That's why you play as a Raven. That's why you fight as a Raven. That's why no matter what nobody on the outside says, fight your fight. David found a way to fight his fight. Ravens, Joe Flacco, lead your team. It's your fight. It's our fight. Let's see if somebody can deal with really who we are. Let's go. Let's go. Family on 3. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Welcome to the Flex Zone, y'all. Usually you hear Mikkel in the chair, but she's on sick leave. So tonight I'm taking over. My name's Andre Melton. We got the fellas in the house. We got my man Brian Waters.
What's good?
Congrats to your City Knights, man. The 3rd oldest rivalry in the country, beating Poly 42-6.
You know it, man. You know, anytime you beat that school, that rec center over on Cold Spring.
A little bit. Hey, you ain't gonna come here and be disrespectful. I appreciate the knowledge you bestow upon me, your ESPN knowledge, your wrestling knowledge, but don't come bashing, man. You're cool people, all right?
You hear my man Byron over there, man. What's good, Byron?
Hey, what's up, Dre?
Roger, you good over there?
Yeah, I'm bleeding right now, but I mean, other than that, I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, the Flex Zone does not have health insurance
the
yet.
WWE stuff is next week, man.
Hey, no blood policy.
He using that Ric Flair razor blade over there.
Wow. You just heard my man D. Everybody go around real quick and tell your social medias, man. Starting with our guest, Brian Waters.
You can find me at www.brianhwaters.com and every social media outlet, pretty much. You can find me at Brian H. Waters.
Same old thing every week at BKD_TV. Website, bkd-tv.net.
D?
All right, Facebook, DeMars Analyst D, bkd-tv.net, and Flex Zone 1 Twitter page.
Roger.
You can find me on Instagram, Roger Herringmore on Instagram.
A.K.A. Barry White.
Yes, a.k.a. Barry White.
I was about to be like, you sound like you auditioning for Love Zone over there.
That's the voice you put on when you on the phone with your girl.
That's how I roll, Cravante. But anyways, and you can find me on Facebook at Roger Lee Herring.
Okay. Go ahead, Cravante, tell yours.
CREVONTEHURDE, that's Cravante Hurd on Facebook and on Twitter. Cravante_H on Instagram and Snapchat, CRE_GOTIT.
And, well, for once I can actually say mine without getting interrupted by
Yeah,
Mikkel.
we not even going to say that today. Dre, the floor is yours.
So, okay, mine is on Twitter is Be More and Show Off. On Snapchat is Be More and Show Off. On Facebook, Andre Melton. And on Instagram, Black American Dream.
That was different. See?
That was nice.
We actually get to see how nice of names you have.
Yes.
Yes. I still kind of miss my girl though. You know, poking
It's
fun at me
different.
and whatnot.
Yeah, it's different.
But
It's definitely not sliding the Redskins. It is.
No, there's
Well-
never different sliding them, you know.
well, I'm glad you actually said that, D, because we're not going to slide the Redskins, but instead we're going to talk about another team in the DMV area, the Baltimore Ravens. Had a rough start to the season. 5 out of their first 8 games have actually been on the road. 2 trips on the West Coast, back-to-back games. But now they're going to be at home for a while. Can the Ravens still make the playoffs? I'm going to go around and ask our guest, Brian Waters.
Well, you know, as I say on Fox Sports 1340 AM out of Hopewell, VA, where I do Ravens reporting for there. Ravens, I've said this time and time again, and I think you and my brothers here agree, just toss the season. It really, at this point, you know,
Wow.
I'm listening
I
to a
agree.
couple of stations, and they say, you know, maybe if we're going to make the playoffs, we got 8
You got to
games
go
left.
at least 9-7.
Yeah, and we got 8 games left, so that means we got to win at least 7.
Not happening.
And without looking at the schedule, I don't think that's
Jaguars, Rams,
Browns,
Seahawks.
Dolphins, Seahawks,
Yeah.
Chiefs, Steelers, Bengals.
Tough loss.
Yes.
No,
And
not
so-
at all.
I don't see that. And the bottom line is, what does 8-8 do for this team? How are you going to compete with the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-8 and having a middle of the pack draft unless you can find a steal? No pun intended. So the bottom line is, throw the season. Let's try to get Jalen Ramsey from Florida State or whoever's a top 5 pick.
Go ahead, Brian.
Real quick, I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs. I say 6-10, a 4-4 finish maybe. I think we need a good draft, not only in the first round of getting a top prospect or Rob Kimdichie. I like Laquan Treadwell a lot. I think he's a big time player. Vernon Hargraves out of Florida, or Kendall Fuller, Kyle's little brother, a local product. But I mean, I think we need a good draft, first, second, third round. Maybe see what we can do, possibly unstricking ourselves from the cap because we're tied up with a lot of dead money potentially. So I think we have the leadership at the top. Harbaugh's not going nowhere, Flacco, but got to fix the defense. And actually, the offense has played very well, surprisingly, but just can't stop anybody.
Can I ask something real quick?
Go ahead, man.
Do the Fullers get better as they get younger?
Yes, they do. They do. And last night, I mean, we'll get to the game later, but Fuller played well. He's playing pretty well, but I think he might be the best one.
That's why I'm like my brother
Yeah.
was saying the same
Yeah.
thing. You know, the oldest one I don't hear nothing about.
Yeah.
Him, but I know you got the one with the Bears
Kyle
and the
Fuller.
Lions, and now the
Kendall.
one you mentioned.
All first team All American.
Yeah, like I hear from what I'm hearing, they get better as they get younger. I guess
Definitely.
the youngest one he's picking up where his brothers left off.
I would love to get one of them.
Go ahead, D.
Ravens, I don't see them making the playoffs. They still have the same problems in the secondary. We don't have Steve Smith now. I mean, can they win Sunday? Yeah, they can win, but they can also lose. like I said on the show in past weeks, they're competitively bad. They're going to compete, but they're not going to be good. This is a 5-11 to 7-9 football team that, like Brian was saying, is not going to really do them much to be middle of the pack. So Cincinnati's better, obviously. Pittsburgh's better. You need to draft better.
And those teams have drafted better, to you guys' points. Look at the Cincinnati team. Eifert, Dalton, A.J. Green. They all drafted well. Antonio Brown. You got Le'Veon Bell. Drafts.
Brian,
That's how you build your team. Exactly.
And the Ravens got to hit the wide receiver. Hey, Will Fuller, by the way, from Notre Dame. He's a good guy.
And Coleman from Baylor
yes,
is
he's
a
another good
beast.
guy. Yes,
Could be one of the best just with Treadwell.
no question about it. And that's what the Ravens got to do. They got to look later in the draft as well as early to be able to replenish this team.
Go ahead,
Well,
Roger.
I don't want this team to make the playoffs. They already done ruined my trip to Miami. I
Oh,
was planning
man.
to go to,
Oh, boy.
but
You always can find something to do in South Beach, though.
I wanted to see the Ravens play, man.
Hey, Cravante know about that, right, boy? And Dre, I was coming to you, baby.
Look who he's doing
Look, Dre got the key to his pocket. We are going next year, though, so don't worry.
But anyways, man, this team is not what I expected it to be without Torrey Smith leaving, and Bashard Perriman still has not played one down in the NFL yet.
And by the way, Harbaugh, you mentioned one more time his name. He's not playing this year. Put this man on IR.
Dennis Pitta?
No, Sofferman. No, Pitta might play.
He
Pitta
might
actually play.
He might, but to his credit though, I'm not sure what Pitta we're gonna see for the last 8 games. But
We need him badly.
yeah, we do. But
need him back.
this team is just on a transition right now. They need to lose all these games so they can get better in the draft. And choose whoever is, at any position right now. Wide receiver, they need a wide receiver.
Yeah, they have a
need
lot of
pass
needs.
rushes.
They do.
They need cornerbacks. I mean, you name it, they need it.
That's true.
So
Kick returner.
I just want to see this team get better next year. So you can move on from them.
I mean, right now, all right, so they've had, like I said, the 2 games over the West Coast at Denver, then at Oakland. 1 game at home against the Bengals. Then we took on the Steelers, then the Browns, then another West Coast trip against the 49ers and the Cardinals. At home against the Chargers. Then we're going to be at home against Jacksonville, at home against St. Louis. Then we got to go to Cleveland, go to Miami. Seattle comes here, and so does Kansas City. So do the Steelers, and then we conclude going to Cincinnati. So it's possible to turn it around. Y'all just everybody's no.
Possible to what?
I'm saying it's possible. Cravante, you don't agree that it's possible to turn this
Possible to what?
to at least they could make the playoffs.
This is
That wild card is still open.
The pack football team.
He's
man.
tripping.
That wild card is still open.
He drinking purple Kool-Aid over there. Hold on.
Are you tripping once again?
He is.
Yeah, big time.
like the Raiders and the Jets and the Steelers and the Bills aren't well in front of y'all. Like what?
Hey, look, it's a long season.
Because clearly you're not going to win a division.
Well, that's been done.
So the best bet to make a wild card, but not better than the Jets, not better than the Raiders, not better than the Steelers. Even if Big Ben, you know what I'm saying? That's still up in the air. And the Bills are like they're trying to come around. So no, it's a dead mission. I see a 6-10, 5-11, 6-10 somewhere in there. And it's your best bet to not be in the middle of the pack because this draft class is not looking promising. So you probably want to be at the top of the draft for this one if you want to get somebody worth getting. Or there's always Steele, there's always Gems, but you can't bank on that in the middle of the pack. So no, but bottom line, no, it's not.
So if we get a wide receiver, would that be similar to what Arizona did years ago when they had Bolden and then a couple years later they got Fitzgerald?
I would love that.
That would be awesome.
I've been asking for them just to give Joe weapons and let him go get them.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Now, who's on the free agency, though?
It's going to be Alshon Jeffries will be a free agent this year.
I don't see him leaving Chicago because
Yeah,
you got to remember they haven't even seen Kevin White yet. Think about what that could be.
That could be something.
And say what you want about Jay Cutler, that could be dangerous. But I mean, we don't have money personally. We don't always spend money. So
I mean, but we're going to free up a lot of cap room though, because Dennis Pitter's contract's going to be up, and Ray Rice's contract's going to be up, and
they may find a way out of Suggs' deal.
Bro, Suggs might be,
Joe might redo his deal.
He probably will.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
has
think
to. He has to.
That's true.
So, well, moving on, because there are actually 3 teams right now at 8-0. We want to know who's going to fall first: the Panthers, the Patriots, or the Bengals.
Man, every time we say the Panthers,
We all said the Panthers, exactly.
Jake just keep winning, man.
And
Cam is finding a way.
Cam for MVP, man. Right now, that's
Tom Brady's the leader, but Cam's like behind him.
MVP player without MVP numbers, though. How about
I know,
that?
right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, check this out. As much as I want to say the Panthers, their next 3 games are at Tennessee,
Win.
my Redskins, and at Dallas, and then at the Saints. God, it's like they go 12-0.
Yeah.
They could.
And like I don't know. And the Bengals, their schedule's looking pretty promising too. They got the Texans, Cardinals, Rams, Browns. I mean,
Can we say the Patriots?
Wait,
maybe?
you just said the Cardinals. That's not a promise.
That could be a potential Super Bowl preview.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I think
The
that's their
Cardinals
first
are down.
loss.
No, the Cardinals have not been consistent. The Cardinals have not been consistent.
But they got the team to do it. I don't think Cincinnati, I think, just like many people might say about the Panthers, I think they're just playing above how good they really are. Like, I think the Patriots are, as much as I hate to say it, I think they are a potential 16-0 team. I can't see the Panthers. I think their schedule, they could be 16-0 by circumstances. They would have to sweep Atlanta in that process, and I mean they got to see New Orleans again. But I think they could be 16-0 just because they'll have the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Bucks also. But the Bengals, I don't know. They still got to go against the Steelers again.
I think out of all 3, the Bengals would lose first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I mean, but I don't see them losing too many games. They might lose 3 at the most this year.
Y'all got everybody got Houston beating them though.
That's what I'm saying.
Monday
and
night?
then they
No.
would still be at home.
No.
And that game would be in Cincinnati.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you never know.
That's
like,
Hey, Cavante, for once, that's an easy primetime game for them, so they'll win that one.
I think the Patriots might
Right,
have
because you know Andy Dalton usually doesn't show when the lights are on.
He showed up against the Clowns last weekend.
He's turning the corner. But the Patriots and Giants, that'll be fun this weekend.
And Deion Lewis is out
Out
for
for the
season.
year,
He's
big
a
injury.
big part of their offense.
And the offensive line took some more injuries. They already were working with a makeshift line. It could be tough. As much as I love Tom Brady,
And look who they're playing. Look who they're playing.
I'm very worried because the Giants' offense.
Sheila.
Man, my pick to go, I already told you. I'm not choosing against the Patriots the rest of the season, man. I really think they have a chance to go 16.
Dre learned his lesson when I told him don't pick against Brady.
Yeah.
But I think, Cravante, you said the Panthers got a lot of easy games. Don't be surprised if this week in Tennessee it's a tough game. I know they probably won't win, but Tennessee's played well with Mariota. And
That is true.
And I think a lot of potential trap games on that schedule. So the Panthers have shown they can play with anybody, but I think Cam's mistakes could come back maybe to hurt them. Who knows? We'll see.
Oh, definitely. That Saints game, I'm saying the Saints game right there is the easy. You can't. That's a divisional opponent.
And Drew Brees will be playing too.
You can't walk into New Orleans and just think you're gonna run over this team.
No.
I agree.
That's right. Ted again got to catch some passes in that game.
And that last game of the season against the Buccaneers, we don't know how the Panthers will be looking, so we don't know if they're going to rest their starters or they're going to actually play for the.
If you're 15-0,
if they're 15-0,
if you're 15-0, you don't rush your starters. You go for history.
That is true.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I hear you, but the Saints, Buccaneers, and of course the Falcons, when they.
I don't want to hear the Falcons anymore. That's
If
overrated.
they
Oh,
can play
gosh.
consistently for 4 quarters, God, that's the hardest thing in the world to them. But
Could y'all
they're
imagine?
not playing them twice in 3 weeks. They play them twice in 3 weeks, so that could be another game too.
Could y'all imagine if Calvin Benjamin wasn't hurt?
Man.
Oh, man.
wow.
Oh my God! I was just thinking about that the other week, and I was like, wow, this team would look more legit than they do now.
Yes, definitely.
Well, speaking of playoffs, all right, so there are a couple teams in the AFC that you referred to, Cravante. You said the Jets, the Raiders, the Steelers. Which one of them get the wild card spot?
Man, I'm really liking the Raiders right now. I'm really liking how they playing. They're really persevering through their matchup. And it was a really tough loss against the Steelers, but I think they'll bounce back and they'll eventually pass the Steelers. I really like the Jets' defense running game. Defense running game will travel anywhere. So they're never out of a game. You know what I'm saying? And the Steelers, unfortunately, depending on Big Ben's situation, they may fall off a little bit. So I think the break will be between the Jets, Steelers, Raiders, and Bills. But the Bills are really inconsistent. So mainly the Jets, Steelers, Raiders.
Well, in this, you're gonna get 2 teams out of this. Probably going to be the Steelers and the Jets. The Raiders, they're improving, but they still got tough games against the Chiefs and Broncos and the Packers.
It might be because I really want them to make the playoffs. That may be the reason why.
Yeah, but I mean, 2 teams is going to make the playoffs out of this group. So
Yeah, it's tough because
Hey. Don't forget about the Bills now.
yeah, the injuries.
Hold
Hold on,
Injuries, though.
the Bills got to show up this Thursday though, real quick against the Jets. If they can beat the Jets, then I'll give you that. But
I had the Bills making the postseason, and I'm sticking with it.
okay,
I think that Big Ben injury is a little bit worse than people think. Sprained foot is nothing to play with.
Especially the,
And if you look at the play, it wasn't an intentional hit, but the way Alden Smith rolled on it,
he rolled on pretty good.
they say 2 to 3 at least. I mean, the foot is what Big Ben does and uses well. I think they fall out. I think you get the Raiders at the 5 spot to play the AFC South. Whoever that might be.
The coach.
Whoever that would be. Which,
2 to 6 weeks for Luck, though.
exactly. Luck is out, so that is a whole new
Back-to-back
dynamic.
1, 2,
And I think the
3,
Raiders will
so-
beat whoever they play at the AFC South.
The coach.
And I think the last team will be between the Jets and the Bills. I thought the Bills would make it before the year, but the injuries and inconsistencies may come back and bite them. But stranger things have happened. But let's not forget they play this Thursday, and I think they have one more game in Buffalo. So
Yes, they do.
we'll see. Those will decide the wild cards.
I like the Oakland Raiders, though. Like that.
They got to like what they're doing.
Yeah, something about that team.
Yeah.
know.
I mean
So-
Crabtree,
And they're young.
Amari Cooper, my God.
Oh,
And give
he's so good
Crabtree
defense.
credit. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's
not mediocre.
Great complimentary piece to have. I mean,
and Derek Carr though, he's the gunslinger. He's just much better than his brother.
The Texans should be kicking themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. More poised. He's more athletic. He does so much stuff well.
And then don't forget Latavius Murray, man.
He got hurt in the Steelers game. And if he didn't get hurt, they may have been able to give him the ball instead of, Derek Carr throwing that pick, which was a young quarterback's mistake. But I think this is a game they learn from.
Well, see, look, here's the thing, though. Houston's only a game behind the Colts.
Exactly.
And if they can pull off the upset this Monday, look out. Because you got to think they're going to have a confidence booster to say, you know what, we can win this division.
The only problem is they got to beat the Colts, and none of these teams have done it yet.
And Hasselbeck, to his credit, has played very well. Frank Gore played well last week.
Yeah.
Hasselbeck has been the better option this year, besides Luck this past Sunday. But Gore, if they can continue to get him the ball, and that defense can bend but don't break, they'll be coming off a bye, I believe. So
they will.
They can get things together. Rob Szczęsny, I like him as an offensive coordinator. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, then there are some teams also in the NFC that could potentially make the playoffs. We got the Vikings, the Rams, the Falcons, and the Saints.
I've been singing the praises of the Vikings all year.
Look out. Hey, Byron, we was on
yes,
that
sir.
train, man.
Hey, we all was.
Yeah.
And
all were. Let's not forget, they could win the NFC North.
They got a big matchup with Green Bay in 2 weeks.
No, it's not happening, man. Not with the bad man.
With the Packers currently.
The bad man is just bad right now. Let's not forget.
Hey, last night you gave him props.
No, in second half he bought them back. He single-handedly bought them back. But that last throw, you got to make that. You're the bad man. But the defense is horrible.
Yeah.
I can give him that. But I do like what the Vikings have done. I thought the Rams would get in. I just think their lack of efficiencies offensively will hurt them. And then you got the Falcons with 6 wins. It's kind of say, well, they have I would say easier road, if you would say, because the Rams still have to play the NFC West.
Yeah.
But the Vikings, they not only have a shot to make a wild card, but win this division.
Shout out to Stephon Diggs, man. He's balling out.
And the Vikings have the formula to beat Aaron Rodgers. They can run the ball, play ball control, and that defense is very underrated.
Anytime somebody take out the Packers, I'm happy. Aaron Rodgers and his gunslinging doing this crap during the
Say it again. Say it again.
I know why you like it.
Come on. Say it again. Keep it coming. That's right. That was a catch. That was a catch.
Wait a minute. Say it again. Say it again, man.
He caught that ball.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Penalized
he juggled the football, and you know it.
They penalized him.
He took 3 steps.
Being athletic. He wasn't athletic. They wouldn't have penalized him.
Hey, don't interrupt this man while he's preaching.
Preach the gospel.
This is not church.
Reverend
Waters.
All three of y'all right now are sinning badly right now.
Yes, you are.
But it's okay because we know. When was the last time we won the Super Bowl? When was that? It was 2010.
2010.
And they play every game at home, so I mean.
Do you hear the gospel that Brian just preached? Reverend Waters is what his name is now, because he just baptized y'all. That's what he just did.
Forgive us on Positive Power 21 for that. Forgive us.
They're sinning.
We're not sinning.
They like you, man. You want to post it?
Hey, what's the line? Don't you dare be sour.
Hey, look, they got D on the post and everything. They like D. They like, man, we like this guy. We like this guy.
We're not sinning. We never, preaching and talking like this. It's man-made. So it can be man-made whether we're talking about sports or whether we
go back to playing the drums, okay? Just play the drums.
He's right, though. I'm telling you, it was 3 steps. I'm telling you that.
And his leg
it's over. Okay, it's over.
It was not a touchdown. It was a catch. He was down.
Thank you.
Hey, let's get the pay. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Well, guess what?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are y'all still talking about the catch?
Yes. They still trying to talk about
it.
Excuse me, Brian. Excuse me. When a receiver is falling to the ground, what is he supposed to do?
What, his leg? There's video evidence that his knee and elbow, one of the two, I can't remember,
you hear
was
these
clearly
excuses?
on the ground.
You hear these excuses?
It was not a touchdown.
But you didn't answer my question.
What?
When a receiver is falling, what is he supposed to do?
What do you mean? Hold the ball.
He's supposed to maintain, he's supposed to secure the ball throughout the catch.
Right.
I seem to recall the ball bouncing up as soon as he hit the ground.
Yes,
that's not a catch.
No, but the body part hit the ground before.
Stop it. Your argument is so bad.
There's pictures and video
so
evidence.
Bad.
It doesn't matter because throughout the catch, the ball is not supposed to move.
The bottom line is, it was a catch.
It was not.
Enough said.
Thank you.
Everybody, you know it was a catch. I know it was a catch.
It was
Des
not a
got
catch.
and that's why the Packers lost the next week because
Lord.
karma is one ugly you know what.
Well, we can talk about the Cowboys 2-6 right
so
now.
it doesn't matter. Dallas. Do we want to talk about the week before that?
No, we don't do it. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to talk about that.
See, they got quiet. They got quiet over there.
Yeah, very quiet.
No. See what happened? That was the refs. The refs watched that.
The refs' fault.
The Cowboys
Oh,
didn't do
okay.
it. Des should have been flagged. He didn't cheat.
Now
they
the
cheated.
refs.
They didn't
Now the
flag
refs are the
them.
bad guys now, huh?
How you gonna blame? Wait, how you gonna blame the refs for that game
What do you mean?
when that actually happened?
It's not Dez's fault that they wasn't called for it.
No.
If he clearly did it in their face and they
Wait a minute. No. Because
Are you blaming the refs for one game and not the other?
no. Okay, because this whole the Lions game when it was really clearly pass interference on the offense. That was offensive pass interference, not defense, because the defender couldn't even turn around. I said this before.
He couldn't turn around.
He didn't. He wasn't given an opportunity to turn around in that football game. When you really break it down, and you look at the defender, he's going up the field. He never has a chance to turn around. When the defender gives a chance to turn around, he would have knocked the ball out of his
Can we
hand.
just move on to the next topic?
No,
My goodness. It's over.
it's not over.
Lost. It's done. Let's move on.
Well, guess what? When Romo comes back, they're going to go on a run, and they're going to make it to the Super Bowl, and I'm going to be right with my Super Bowl pick.
The only Super Bowl they're making is the one on Madden.
You tripping?
It's not over.
You got a my player. You got a my player going. You got a fan. You got a man going.
It's not over.
They're gonna win Sunday.
It is.
Look.
Oh Lord.
But well, all right. Let's actually get into some current football games.
Yes, please.
So stop bringing it up then.
You done got it started, man. The Colts and the Broncos,
Hey,
man.
we got to give you credit. Shout out to Dre, man. He stood on the
Thank you.
island, got it done.
Thank
He
you.
called Pay was going to choke again, and their defense quit on Sunday.
And hey, I know you guys are wrestling fans, but what's up with your man Akeem Talib, man? Is Ric Flair or something? What's going on?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, he went to go do the Ric Flair.
Man,
eyebrows,
he did the thumb to the eye.
Well, no, the bad part was
I was
the
in
press-
church. That's why I see it.
The bad part was the press conference, though. He's like, I wasn't trying to poke him. I was trying to pull him away.
So you didn't mistakenly walk up to him
my
and
finger went in his
through the helmet.
Right.
Come on, man.
And it wasn't even an argument with him.
Right.
Yeah, they threw that game, but Dre, man, good pick. Hopefully your coach can hold on without luck, man.
Man, that's Cravante's Super Bowl pick.
Yeah, everybody on the show except for us, right?
And yours too, buddy.
Oh yeah, Roger picked the Ravens.
I picked the Ravens.
Yeah, it's okay.
I picked the Colts and the Cowboys.
First of all, Dre, your Cowboys are not looking good at all. At least my Colts are going to make the playoffs.
No, well, I wouldn't hold out on
Y'all
that.
gonna respect Matt Hasselbeck. Okay.
The Colts, they may not.
No, time out.
They may not.
You believe
But
Houston
the Cowboys
really?
won't. But the Cowboys won't, though.
I'm telling you. Hey, look, Andrew Luck out 2 to 6 weeks. You don't
Matt
know.
Hasselbeck will get it
Colts
done.
are still the best team. Who's going to win the NFC South? I mean, the AFC South.
I don't know.
Colts are.
I don't know.
And y'all know it.
But
No, Texans. Texans can win it.
I'm saying it's
Brian
possible.
Hoyer?
It's possible.
Brian Hoyer, really?
Quarterback.
Man.
They got J.J. Watt. They got J.J.
Who
Watt.
cares about
That's
J.J.
nice.
Watt?
They only got, 3 wins with old J.J., huh?
Hey, guess what, though? When they beat the Bengals, then everybody gonna be on their bandwagon.
Man,
Didn't they
beating
lose
the
to a
Bengals,
40-year-old
man.
quarterback on a short week?
Yes, they did.
That was in the hospital in the ER?
Yes. Yes, they did.
Who, Hasselbeck?
Yes, Hasselbeck, yes.
Hey, you learn from that. I just hate the Bengals.
Both my picks will
I don't hate the
playoffs.
Bengals, actually.
I do. I hate their guts.
Why?
2013 when they decided to play all their starters against the Ravens.
So?
It's my hateration, man.
Come on,
It's
Brian.
sports. I don't have to have a valid reason.
You're supposed to hate the
It's not supposed to be
Steelers,
taken-
man. You gotta hate
It's
the
not supposed to be taken
Steelers.
that serious. It's just sports.
You gotta hate the Steelers, though.
No, because I love the way I love
come
the way they play
on.
football. So I love to hate them.
Ah.
They're heels. Like they're what I call a Randy Orton heel. I love to hate them. I love to watch them so I can hate on them. I hate looking at the Bengals and the Patriots on my television. Those are my Batista and Sheamuses. I don't want to see them. No.
Well, speaking of teams you love to hate, it's, the Raiders and the Steelers.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Big Ben out with a foot injury
what a
again.
Fight that was Sunday.
Who's that backup quarterback now?
Man,
Landry Jones.
Landry Jones.
Yeah.
I was
Where's he
screwed both
from?
ways, actually. I was screwed both ways in that game. Big Ben went out for me on my fantasy team, and the Steelers still won. I mean, come on now.
Man, I mean,
Look,
I had the Raiders winning, but
They could have won.
I just don't know how you let Antonio Brown
17
torch you?
catches.
What do you mean, let? There's nothing they could do. David Emerson was on him.
What is up with the Oakland cornerbacks?
They don't have any.
And I can slide him because he used to play for the Redskins, and he was a bum last year.
That is what concerns me about Oakland. They have the offense, but the defensive secondary.
Yeah,
Besides Charles Wilson, who's playing wonderful.
Who's awesome.
He's 39 years
Yeah,
old.
he's the best player in the secondary. But that is what can threaten me if they get to the playoffs against a good quarterback.
man,
Like I said, David Emerson was on Antonio Brown. He should have gotten 300 receiving yards.
He should have.
Oh,
If Ben would
boy.
have stayed healthy.
Hey, man, all the Smith and those boys. Look out.
And D'Angelo Williams was looking, fresh, healthy.
He got an injury, too, by the way, I heard about.
Well, maybe not.
I don't like Landry. I think they should give Vic the ball, but
I don't
Yeah,
think
I think
Vic's
so,
not
too.
healthy, man.
But the Jones's defense, he does well in Pittsburgh. He don't do well outside of Pittsburgh, but he does
and you
do
get the
well.
Cleveland defense, which hasn't been healthy all year.
The
And-
clowns are what they are.
And Johnny's not playing either.
I'm just talking about the defense. I care less about the offense because they don't believe in him. So.
Foosball.
well,
And actually was a little Johnny football in the first
Yeah,
half.
the first
you know.
half. Yeah.
It's hard to be good when you don't have a coach or GM or owner
Or wide receivers.
or a team that really don't believe in you or the worst skill set of players in the league. So I'll just
exactly
move on.
why I said the Houston Texans should have drafted him.
And I agree with you 100%. They made an all-time mistake. They not only passed on him, but Derek Carr.
Jersey
Yeah.
sales, just that alone.
And playing in Texas. Think about what that's
Thank you.
15.
Yeah.
Hold on. And y'all think Houston's going to beat the Colts in that division?
But you give him an Arian Foster, a DeAndre Hopkins who's playing as well as anybody.
that defense, Houston is only
you don't
missing
think
a
J.J. Watt
quarterback.
would love to have somebody like a Johnny Manziel to fire for offense?
We don't
Exactly.
count Aaron Foster. We don't count him.
But I'm saying, in the perfect
We don't-
world.
I mean,
Hold up.
look, the Texans
Who
have
was
the
that
Texans
guy
have
that they
everything.
drafted in the first round last year? I can't remember
Who,
his name.
Jadavion Clowney?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
that guy. What is he?
Yeah.
He should join the Browns.
I don't like using the B word, but
I'm gonna say it for you. Bust.
yeah.
Is what he looks like right now.
It is
That's
look.
a strong word.
It's looking like it.
It's looking like
That
it
hurt.
badly.
He's on the bus road.
I think he only has like one sack.
I realized I didn't hear much about him. Like,
Exactly.
You forgot.
You'll hear
I
his
forgot
name.
about him.
Johnny football. You wasn't gonna compete right away anyway. So you go out and you think about your money. Jersey sales. He was, like you said, in Texas. You know how many people you would have seen more? They probably would have overtook the Cowboys just that 1 year in jersey sales in the state of Texas.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And he can win
Well,
games.
well, speaking of somebody who's doing jersey sale numbers, I'm pretty sure his numbers probably have gone back up. Cam over the bad man Aaron Rodgers.
Who's just bad.
That
He
was a
wasn't
good win.
that bad.
Be respectful of Aaron Rodgers. Come on.
Can I? No, look.
No,
I,
the defense
no,
was bad.
No, he was very bad in the first half, but the second half he got it together. He bought him back.
After I called him out.
He bought him back. I guess the deep pep talk worked.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going on with Randall Cobb. He banged up. Richard Rodgers, he not getting it done for me.
Overrated.
Devontae Adams, he's been banged up all year. James Jones, they finally started to figure out, hey, he's the only receiver left. We got to cover him.
Their run game
Let's
is
just-
miserable.
Eddie Lacy hasn't been what he's supposed to be. And the defense, like you said, has just been.
Let's just hope he don't say RELAX, because last year he said that and they took off.
Well, they got a bye week this week. They play the Lions, so they'll be all right.
So you saying Hammer time?
Oh,
hey, you must have been reading my mind.
Hey, as long as Calvin gets his numbers, I'm good.
Hey,
But
man.
what if they lose?
But
Because the Lions going to come up.
But they're playing at home,
I understand.
like every game they play.
Yeah,
You think they're about to clean house with the Colts?
They're already
The
the
Li-
house. They already started.
The Lions haven't started.
Mr. Coach.
They got boxes packed and everything for
To
some
Jim Caldwell's defense, people forget they were 11-5 last year. He should get one more year.
I mean,
he's not.
look, the president's gone.
He's not.
GM is
He's
gone.
not getting one more year.
It's not-
Offensive coordinator.
It's over.
Well, for other reasons, it's not easy being the
Well,
coach in Detroit. That's
No,
all
it's
I'm
not.
saying.
Is Caldwell
He's a lame duck. That's what he is.
Caldwell?
Yes, a lame duck coach. Sorry.
No, wait. You stop that. You stop that, sir.
Well, he is a lame duck coach. He was a lame duck coach with the Colts. He was a lame duck coach with the
Well,
Ravens.
he did go to the Super Bowl with them.
Thank you.
He did, but he got fired the next year.
But because that wasn't fair though.
That's not his
That wasn't
He was
fair.
a lame duck,
14.
though.
Yeah, Peyton Manning was hurt.
He was a lame duck.
Dan Orlowski. That's all I'm going to say.
That wasn't
that wasn't
Dan
fair.
Orlowski.
That
It was the
wasn't
luck
fair.
sweepstakes.
That wasn't
Hey,
fair to
man.
him.
All I'm saying is he's too nice of a guy.
Is he in Detroit now?
Yeah.
He kind of is.
Let's do these game balls and not so game balls real quickly. I'm gonna go first because I don't want Cravante to steal my game ball. But my game ball, man, it goes to Antonio Brown, man. 17.
I hate you, Dre.
That's why I went first. I knew he was going to.
17 catches, man. 284 yards, man. I mean, you talk about winning beast mode. That dude just went off.
As far as catching the football, the best receiver in the NFL.
He is.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got a confession. Steelers are my team on Madden for a reason when I play online.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Oh well, if here's the
It's
thing.
Madden, dude.
It's Madden. You got to win. Hey, I got a over 500 record for a reason.
Hey.
I
Now,
feel you.
when I play with the Ravens and once I get the game started, I rearrange the depth chart. I do all day, Flacco to Perryman. And, I had like 180 receiving yards with him.
That jacks him out.
Yeah, I'm like, if we can ever get this on the field.
Exactly.
But, when you got the Steelers, I mean, you got Bell and
Bryant, Wheaton,
and Brown.
Heath Miller.
And you can't lose.
No, you can't.
Granted,
The defense-
they drafted all those guys.
And the defense ain't nowhere. That's not the steel curtain defense. It's not the defense that was
even
winning
close.
Super Bowls
Not
in the
even close.
2000s. Right, not even
Not that
close.
bad, though.
But they're manageable.
6 overall, Mike Tomlin put his fingerprints all on it, but go ahead, Dre.
My bad. I just told you.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say that
He's a bad man.
I was going to say Antonio Brown probably does as good as he does because he was born July 10th, 1988. So shout out to Cancer Nation. I'm July 16th, 1988. So yes, that's probably why he's balling out.
There's a theme there.
Cancers are the best. Yes.
Friday,
sir.
you go next, man. Cancer
That's
Nation
the
in
only
the
time
building.
Anybody like cancer? I tell you.
I'm gonna do my not so game ball first. My not so game ball goes to the Falcons, man. How do you lose to Blaine Gabbert? And who was the running back? I don't even know who the running back was. Sean Drone, whatever his name was, some scrub that hasn't been in the league for like 2 to 3 years.
I thought,
and Anquan Bolden wasn't playing either. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, you lose to them.
I thought that like I said, I didn't see any of the second games. I had a big concert in church. And I'm looking at the score, and I'm like,
you didn't miss anything.
Yeah,
on
you
that.
did.
That
my
was terrible.
eyes switched. The 49ers didn't just beat the Falcons. Like, sure enough.
They dominate that whole
No,
game.
The overrated Falcons.
They all overrated.
Very
I
And,
agree.
and you gave your game ball too?
No, I didn't get my game ball yet. My game ball goes to. I'm gonna give it to Mariota, man. I mean, I didn't expect the Titans to win that game, but he balled out. He balled out
Yeah,
real
he
hard
did.
against the Saints, man.
Whoever
So,
their offensive coordinator is, he's doing a hell of a job.
doing a
calling
hell of
plays
a
for
job,
him.
man.
And even after they fired their head coach.
Right.
Can I please go next?
Oh wait a minute. You can go next, but I forgot to give my not so game ball real quick. Goes to Peyton Manning. 58 completion percentage, 2 interceptions, QBR of 78. Come on. I never thought I would say that about the great Peyton Manning, but you stunk against your old team.
If his teammate didn't try to pull us out, he actually had a chance to tie the game up. But
Pay can't be his old.
Can you stop calling this man Pay?
Oh, he was definitely pay. He was definitely pay.
Go ahead, Cravante.
All right, my not so game ball is going to Rob Ryan. What are you doing?
You took mine, Cravante. You took mine.
How dare you should be fired 3 days ago. Like,
Amen. Amen.
He should be on his way out the door as we speak, and he should sit on his own couch looking for work. Like, there's no way you lose like that. No, there's no way you lose like that. That's a rookie quarterback, man.
Cravante.
That defense is really bad, and I blame him.
He needs to be on those Head and Shoulders commercials for real. That's what he need to be doing. That should be his job now.
And I'm my low key game ball will go to Sammy Watkins. Man, he's been talking himself into a hole the past couple weeks. But man, 8 catches, 168 yards, and a touchdown. He had a really big game against the Dolphins, and finally he's talking the talk as well as walking the walk.
if he stays healthy, let's not forget he was in that draft class with Odell, Mike Evans, and Calvin Benjamin.
Absolutely.
To give the reason why Rob Ryan needs to be fired, since the preseason, the Saints have given up 30, 26, 27, 38, 31, 26, 27, 26, 39, 31, 27, 49, and 34 points in their game.
And their season's not over with
So
yet.
they almost
by the way.
average about 35 points a game they're giving up.
And
It's
guess
ridiculous.
who they play next?
Hey,
The
the
Reds
Skins
do.
got a chance, man. Got a chance Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Who's next?
Byron, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, my not so game ball. Cravante, you'll agree with this. I got two receivers dropping the ball. Pierre Garçon and the Washington Redskins receivers not helping out Kirk Cousins, because if they catch some of those passes, it's a different game. I give y'all credit. Y'all didn't play that bad. New England were actually all a little bit off that game. Y'all just gave them so many turnovers they were able to blow you out. And then also my man Mike Evans. Come on, Mike. 6 drops, most than any player in last 10 years or so.
Man.
He's a big time player, but it's just something mental, wet ball. I don't know, but if he catches some of those passes, they probably win. That's why every time I want to believe in the Bucs, something stops me. But real quick, my game ball, we all, I could give it to Jay Cutler. We know what he did. He was very good last
Played
night.
a 2-7 football team.
But I'm going to go to Jeremy Langford, the Michigan State product. We know about Le'Veon Bell in Pittsburgh, but Jeremy Langford, Michigan State product, had 18 carries, 72 yards, a touchdown, and also did his best. Matt Forte, couple catches as well, 3 catches for 70 yards. Forte's hurt, but they do have depth behind him. And when Kevin White gets healthy, with Martellus Bennett and Alshon Jeffrey, who I love and I wish the Ravens could trade for, look out. This team can be good if they get a defense.
We still going to get Alshon Jeffries, by the way. So
They want like a 3rd-round pick, which I would love to do. But
no, he'll be a free agent. He'll be in the Ravens.
We'll see.
uniform.
There you go.
And Brian, you want to give your game ball, not so game ball, man?
Well, my game ball goes to Dez Bryant making that incredible
what
catch.
a play. All guts, man. 1 foot, because he ain't healthy.
Exactly.
I know you see that.
Let's not forget he wasn't sitting in a wheelchair, so
He still technically should be out.
Exactly. and that's his heart and determination. But
So why
not
the best
so
receiver?
game ball stays right there in Dallas. It's got to go to Matt Castle. You had a chance to put the Philadelphia Eagles away, and you blew it. You threw that interception. You got to see the guy right there. You get paid the big bucks. You've been a proven backup, and you've had a winning record in Kansas City, I believe.
Yep.
It's
11-5 in Kansas City and 11-5 in New England.
Exactly. So what's the problem for Cowboys fans? We were happy. It's like, okay, you know what? Probably the best backup quarterback out there. Just absolutely uncalled for. So not so game ball. He got to get it together. He better be.
You know what pissed me off? Darren McFadden had a hell of a game.
Exactly.
And they didn't give him the ball in the second half.
Would you want the weed then to come back?
No.
And I said this. I said if Darren McFadden can stay healthy, which I thought he was behind his line, he can be big time and get 1,000 yards for
Exactly.
this team.
And I said the same
And
thing.
if they just would have gave him the ball like they did with
I
DeMarco
agree.
last
I
year,
agree with you.
run him into the ground
I could
at
use
this
that.
point. He could have helped them win this game because Sam Bradford shouldn't have been able to get that ball and win.
In Kansas' defense, he did have 3 touchdowns.
No, one was lucky because Dez earned that one for him because he just threw that up. He didn't even mean to do that.
Beasley
That was
had
a
good
prayer.
game.
Beasley did play well. If they can get him involved, I like their chances. But they got to give McFadden the ball, man.
Since some of
Gotta
mine
give him that.
was taken, I had to dig deep here.
Go ahead, D.
The game ball, DeMarco Murray coming back to Dallas.
He played well.
Payback. Yep.
Played well.
Got a little payback. And my not so game ball. And this is to my man Tuna at my job. The Miami Dolphins. Yes, sir. Your overrated sardine can bum of a football team. I thought you played the AFC South and y'all was going to get better. Well, reality didn't hit you the last 2 weeks, and it's going to hit you again Sunday. For
That's
Fly equals
that's
fly.
a shot, man.
Dang, Knicks won.
Woo.
Wow.
Hold that heat.
I mean, it's only going to be, that's what, the second of their 5 wins that they'll get off.
Hey, give credit to my man, Kristaps Porzingis.
No!
My rookie of the year, the guy I believed in since day one.
I might have to agree with you, man.
The Knicks are going to stink. Man.
I told you guys.
I think that was
They're not
what,
going to stink as bad as the Lakers, so who knows?
Knicks could actually make the playoffs. I don't know if they will, but we'll see what happens.
it's only because of the Eastern Conference, man.
I don't think the East Conference is as bad as everybody say. They're just not heavy hitting like the West.
Speaking of
Especially
stinking,
with Paul George coming back.
D'Angelo Russell,
I love
4
Paul
points.
Oh, God.
Why do you give this man some time?
I ain't giving him no time. He's a second round. He's
Only 19 years old. Let's just let that sink in. He's not even with
D'Angelo Russell.
He's not 19 and 7 foot with the biggest hands ever recorded in the history of NBA basketball.
And that's who I want on my team. Dang it.
But he wouldn't get the ball. He'd be doing this.
But Kobe not playing
So
tonight.
Kobe didn't play tonight.
Well, Nick Young
no
still got
excuse.
swaggy Jack P.
Chris Bosh destroyed them in the second.
No, Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer. Let's not forget.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then on the other side of this, break, we're going to actually get into our Week 10 picks. This is the Flex Zone. We'll be back.
One, two, one, one, two, two, one, two, three, one, two.
Man, I better see that light. If I don't, I'm gonna knock you out, go right back to base and get some sleep.
Look, if you don't want to be here, go back to base.
We decided to discharge our term.
Now back to our regular life.
I got something to tell you, too.
Oh, really?
Lucas and Charles were walking, and it was then that they were ambushed by 4 unidentified men, suspected to be associated with Zeke Strayer.
There's a police investigation ongoing right now, and 4 banks have been robbed.
That's crazy. I don't have no money at all available in my checking account.
But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. Until the investigation is over, until Strayer gets caught.
We gotta do something about these criminals, man. These cops are not doing anything. They're weak out here, man.
So what you mean? Oh, no. Go where you imagine, big ass.
Yeah.
Trying to change a little bit, bro.
You out of your mind.
Don't let these problems get best you mentally and emotionally.
Yo, I'm good. Dang.
Shit! Ugh. Where do you think you're going, dog? This nigga's trying to run away. Don't let these problems get best you mentally and emotionally.
A mysterious scene occurred right here in downtown D.C. today.
It's a shame these men that serve our country would do such a hideous crime.
Can you bring him in for questioning, please?
Of course.
You ever heard telekinesis?
I heard from the hallway Lieutenant James thinks that Emmanuel has telekinesis powers.
Oh no, he is taking it a little bit too far.
Cool, right?
We've got a big problem. We don't just have one escape felon, we've got 2.
What? It's Emmanuel.
I don't even know you no more.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? There's blood on your hands.
Gentlemen, I just received notice that Emmanuel's on Minnesota Avenue.
I need officers to go to Minnesota Avenue. Come on, gentlemen, let's move!
So I heard from your neighbors. Emmanuel arrived.
Yeah, he arrived. I didn't let him in.
Got him. He's at his apartment.
I swear I didn't kill or hurt nobody. I ran around the whole damn city. I got the feds on my back. Watch the hill, Sam. Watch the hill.
And get that son of a bitch off our streets.
Always believed in an open-minded approach to these claims.
When a flex zone call, you gotta show up. Even if it's OKC in DC.
Don't worry, Andre do that on a weekly basis.
Yeah, every week, basically. But
Hey,
anyway,
you gotta have controversy to be a good show.
Hey, this is home. I'm just a visitor. You know, you can't go visiting and be acting up. You know, remember when you was little kids, you wanted to go over your friend's house. You know, and you had to be good over there. You had to be good at home. You had to be good so you can come back.
you crazy, yeah.
Hey, anytime I can talk sports and cut it up with my brothers, man, I'm good, man. I'm just having a good time.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. Welcome back, man. If y'all could just hear what goes on in between the zone, we're gonna start doing that real soon. So that way y'all can just hear
that, man.
So that way y'all
guys start recording that.
It's coming, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it happen starting tonight.
There
man.
you
You're
go.
gonna hear some
There
in between
you
the
go.
zone because if y'all just heard some of these
Periscope.
conversations,
Y'all got a Periscope?
Oh, we got the Periscope running with Corey in the back over there, man.
He ran the whole show.
Matthews.
Into the whole show?
Nah,
Tell me, I gotta
Cavante's not here. It's not in sync.
I know.
I gotta retweet that. Get some, you know.
Yeah, make sure the people are
Yeah,
following
man,
us,
get the
man.
wrestling
The Flex
around
Zone
people,
one,
man.
man.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been periscoping. We going to Snapchat it real soon, man. Y'all, Flex Zone got some big things coming up.
How y'all feel about Snapchat?
I like it.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on my debut
because you got it. I was like, it's coming, baby.
Waiting on your debut.
This is gonna be the best person to follow, man. I'm looking at all the steps. It's coming. I'm being patient.
It's coming. I gotta have a good one for y'all.
He gonna have some stuff for us.
I tell you.
He gonna have some good stuff for us.
I was about to say.
Stay tuned to In Between the
Snapchat. Y'all cheat, man. Crazy.
Crazy
coming. And wild.
It's coming, y'all. We took a quick commercial break. During the commercial break, y'all heard the trailer for Open Mind, starring myself, Cravante, Roger, Please check it out, y'all.
The Flex Zone doing movies. How about that?
We all over, baby.
Hey, respect, man. I remember when we used to do that back in our college days.
Oh, man.
Cavante was the director, man. Y'all should have been there.
I was there.
Yeah,
I was in that class.
That's,
I remember.
Yeah, I was already out by then, but man, y'all, I'm proud of my brothers, especially the School of Global Journalism and the direction that it's going in right now. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, just tell them to hire me.
Speaking of that, have you been on the second floor of this building?
Not the whole thing.
You got to go on the second floor.
That computer lab?
It's live.
Yeah, it's live in there, man. Oh, my goodness.
They doing something.
They got apples?
Yes.
Yeah. We had oranges before. We got apples.
They got peaches in there, man.
And our first goal is to make sure we're bigger than WWE Films.
Oh, personal shot.
All right, let's get into these picks. Roger, you're going to recap Week 9 of the NFL, so go ahead, tell us.
All right, well, for these picks, let's just go off the top, right? Cravante, you first, man. You went 6 and 7. Yeah, you had a bad week.
Hey, man,
brother.
it's a tough week.
Bad week.
Tough week.
Yeah. It was a tough week.
I mean, no, I ain't saying
All right, Dre, you went 8 and 5, man. Not bad.
That Colts pick, baby, and sticking with Cuddy. My man.
He almost had my game ball. Did you see Jay Cutler on Monday night?
Say it. Say it again. Come on.
Jay Cutler.
Keep it coming.
The gunslinger.
And showing emotion.
For one game.
Did you see that?
Hold on.
Did you see
Roger, can you say it? Can you say his name?
Let me get it out. For one game, I'll say his name was Jay Cutler.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
He played well. He played very well.
Did he throw a pick six?
You know what? Jay Cutler usually plays well under the lights. It's weird.
Yeah, he's actually one of the most clutch quarterbacks. I think fourth quarter comeback.
Fourth most, yeah.
He's slugging
And
so
the most in the NFL since 2010.
Except for that playoff game. But we're going to move on from that. All right, my Cal went 5 and 8.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Bad upsets.
No surprise there. Let's get this going. Come on.
I just hope you get better. And,
no surprise there. Come on.
I hope you get better. I hope to see you next week.
That's right.
Feel better.
Feel better and
feel better. But anyways, all right.
Don't pick
Hey, I was just for anything. I was 7 to 6 on my website. I know y'all do that every week.
Oh yeah, well we're
we
gonna
do it
get you
every
this
week.
week.
We can get you. We gonna get you on, baby.
We got you.
We got your picks this
Because
week.
you can catch it on BrianHWaters.com each and every week.
Plug. There you go.
I like it.
Hey, that's that ESPN trainer right there, man.
No, man, look, they
That's
held
a
me
cheap
back.
pop.
They held me back then.
Yeah, they didn't want you to promote yourself.
Look, I wrote an article. What they do, they send me a cease and desist.
Yeah, they whacked you.
Desist letter like, nah, baby, that's for somebody else who's gonna keep you right where you at. Gave me the old Dusty. They gave me the Dusty. They pulled me in the office. Like I said, this is the Flex Zone. Yeah, I know we got people listening. So what? Guess what? You wanted to tell the truth. This is what happened. I wrote an article that said, bye, DeMarco. Go fly with the Eagles. And I also wrote another one that said, thank you, Torrey Smith. They said, we want to send me a meeting. I never heard of this guy. Invitation for a conversation to connect. So I'm thinking you always got random people just trying to help you prosper in your career and try to sell you a whole bunch of hopes and dreams to tell you that, you know what, you can come in, we'll talk about XYZ, and then we'll make you a whole bunch of promises that we will not fulfill.
Exactly.
So he says, yeah, you got this website and it's dealing with sports. I said, yes. He says, well, you signed a non-compete.
Non-compliance, yeah, all that stuff.
But it's my opinion.
Something off.
So let me get this straight. I can write about the results on ESPN. I can I can put together videos of the results, but I cannot give my opinion on my time about sports. No, you can't do that. I said, okay, and right here on the Arena Sports Network, I had to let my man Brian Snow know, like, hey, man, I can come on your show, but all I can do is talk about wrestling because that's not a competitor. So most people say, well, are you mad that, now that you left, ESPN's doing WWE? No, I left at the perfect time because I can do my own stuff. You ain't going to tell me I can't do the Wrestling Realm or the Wrestling Summit. Nah, homie, don't work like that.
There you have it.
So pretty much when you went in there,
that's exclusive to the Flex Zone because when the Flex Zone calls, you got to answer the phone.
Well, let me put in this cheap pop to Survivor Series special next week, y'all, starring Brian Waters and his partner in crime, Dwayne Allen.
Yeah, we got.
Hey, my man Dwayne back, but the Lakers ain't making the playoffs.
Heck no.
I will call him out on that, but go ahead.
All right, back to these picks. All right, D, you went 8 and 5. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bow. Yeah, he's over Cravante. I know, Bow. Yeah, all right, whatever. All right, me, I went 8 and 5 too. BKD, buddy, you went 8-5 also.
I'm holding on. We coming, getting all our emotions. I'm coming for D. Still got the lead by 4 games, I believe. It's getting there.
So what is the lead?
Yeah. I'll tell you in a minute. I got one more person, man.
Oh,
cool. I think we know who it is.
Matthews.
Corey. That was a little bit better.
You went what 13-1 last week?
How?
Like
What?
And you follow up with 6 and 7?
He's inconsistent, man. He's He's mediocrity.
Come on, man.
Come on.
You being Tony over there for real.
Oh,
you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
There.
All right, you don't want to be Tony. All right, but anyways, that's the picks. But who's in the lead right now is D back in the lead again.
That's right.
86. Cravante, you at 84. Andre, you at 82. I'm at 79. Brittany's at 71. Michael took a step back and went to 70.
And what's Byron at?
Behind Brittany? Lord.
Yeah, Byron's at 83. He's above you.
Oh. One game above. Here. She was a little ill.
Why are the ladies ill?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's Dre's fault.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
You know how Dre get down, man.
Oh, God.
But we're going to leave that one alone also. And we're going to move on to something else.
Yes.
All the scores from Week 9. The Bengals, 31-10 over the Browns.
Hammer time.
Panthers, 37-29 over the Packers. Patriots, 27-10 over the Redskins. Titans, 34-28 over the Saints. Bills, 33-17 over the Dolphins. Vikings, 21-18 over the Rams. Jets, 28-23 over the Jaguars. Steelers, 38-35 over the Raiders. Giants, 32-18 over the Buccaneers. 49ers, 17-16 over the Falcons.
Pack your bags.
What was that?
Yeah.
And he actually played in the game. He got in the game.
Shocker, 27. Colts, 27. Broncos, 24.
Shout out to Dre.
Eagles, 33-27 over the Cowboys. And Bears, 22-19 over the Chargers.
Because of who?
Jay Cutler.
Yeah. Make sure you put this on tape, Dre, so we can play this back, and this can be, looped over and over.
Pick 6, Jay Cutler.
And that was Week 9 in a nutshell.
Shout out to Phillip Rivers, man. You still my guy.
You're a loser, Phil. You're a loser, Phil.
Now,
oh my goodness.
Let's go to Week 10, y'all. Thursday night.
Wait, you know what? I got something to say.
Oh. Go ahead.
You know what Phillip Rivers reminds me of? Carmelo Anthony.
Ooh.
Wow. You know what? You saying that makes me want to try to. I really hope we can get this brother on soon, Brandon, man, because what he said at NABJ about just going off on Carmelo Anthony, man.
You know what? He explained it to me, and I get it. He explained it to me,
he did explain it.
Okay, because I get it. I understand.
I got it, but still, I mean, because he's a Baltimore native.
But look at Carmelo Anthony. If you really watch basketball, he's playing a little bit more within the team.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing within the triangle system, getting the assists, and he has some decent players around him. And when Aaron Aflalo gets back, this team could make the playoffs.
They are 3-4, so
4-4. They won in Toronto tonight. They won. They got the win. They got the win.
500. Yep,
they have 500. And in the East, that'll get you top 5 seed.
Shout out to My W Sports watching it on Periscope. Just said Melo is chips.
Better known as Jello.
Look. I still think you can win with Carmelo Anthony.
Win healthy.
You can.
But with Kevin Durant, pure score, he's one of the best in the league.
And watch out for the Knicks, man. I'm telling you, in a couple years, the Knicks will really be that team.
Porzingis.
I'm still not sold on him.
Come on, Drake. Come on.
He's actually playing pretty well.
I know it's you, baby.
Come on. I've been singing it since June.
I can't do it with you, man. I mean, I still think
by the Christmas time break.
I still think they should have got Emmanuel Mudiay,
who's playing well, by the way. But
who's playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
I told
really
you.
Well.
Yes, I like that young Denver team. But Christmas, when we get into we'll see. It's a long season. We'll see.
I told y'all. But, all right, we going to get into these Week 10 picks, man. Thursday Night Football, the Jets at the Bills. I'm taking the Jets. I'm not sold on the Bills, man. They have disappointed me.
LaShawn McCoy banged up, might not play. Jets, Jets.
New York.
Oh, man, you just said the key word because I had the Bills, but I'm actually switched my pick to the Jets. They are home. But, it's a Thursday night game.
Short week.
It's going to be a blowout some way. Whoever wins is going to win by a lot.
Wow. Well, I'm picking.
Thursday night games have been historically bad, except
This year's been
They've
okay.
been better.
They've been better this year.
This year, I give you
I
that.
think teams are used to playing the short weeks.
Yeah.
I think teams are used to
The only reason I'm picking the Jets is for what Rex Ryan is doing with
IK and Impali, making him captain of the game.
Making him the captain of the game. I don't like that. I don't understand why he has to do all these gimmicks to try to pump up his team. It never works for him. It never has worked for him. And on top of that, he never shows up in a big game. So the Jets will destroy the Bills. And, McCoy might not play. And Percy Harvin's out for the year. So
as always.
The Jets, yeah.
Oh, no.
So the Jets, I'm going with the Jets.
This is the toughest Thursday night game I've picked in a while, but I'm leaning towards the Jets. I think they'll do just enough to win. Now, by the way, the Jets still have some injuries, too. Fitzpatrick's hurt. Their kicker folk didn't play Sunday. We didn't even know he played till the game started. He got injured in warm-ups. He's out for a month. So the Jets are banged up, too. But I think this is a very even game.
Yes.
It's very even. I think the Jets will pull it out with a late field goal to win.
All right. The next game is the
Who
Lions.
you got, Dre?
Oh, I said I got the Jets.
Oh.
Jets all day.
My fault.
And the next game. Go ahead, Corbante.
Dre, I think you might need to do an extra paper for me, but I got the Jets.
Oh, yeah, we got you covered, brother. We got you.
My man.
Speaking of my man, the Packers.
Playing where? In Lambeau Field.
What's wrong with...
They play... Doesn't seem like they play every game at home.
They just had two road games.
No, come on, man.
They just had a 2-game road trip.
And then, look, they get two road games. Then they get a bye week. I mean, come on, they get 2 bye weeks, too.
Hey, look. I think everybody's probably picking the Packers over the Lions.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we all picking Packers.
So it's safe to say Packers over the Lions.
Big
next one is the Cowboys versus the Buccaneers. And every time I've gone with Dallas, because I should be leading D right now. I'm not far behind you, baby. I'm not far.
You won't catch me.
I'm only 4 games out. It's not impossible.
Go ahead. Come on. Make that mistake again. Come on.
And every week, I'm riding with Dallas.
You riding with him?
And Waters, this is your team.
Waters, where you at with it, baby?
This is your team.
Till the wheels fall off, huh?
Because you are here. One more time.
You got to slam your hand on the desk, baby.
I'm
your conviction.
Do it.
With the courage of my conviction.
Do it.
Because they are my Super Bowl pick.
Come on.
Do it.
I'm rolling with the Dallas Cowboys.
Rolling with the Cowboys.
I know
They're
Waters
gonna march
is.
right into Tampa.
I'm glad y'all
And
did.
they're going to take care of business.
I'm glad y'all did.
They're going to understand. Because Jameis Winston, he's never seen a defense like this. Doesn't mean they're that good.
Yes, Lord.
But it doesn't mean they're that bad.
No, it's not.
They ain't that bad.
No, ain't that bad.
When you got alleged rapists.
Whoa.
You got alleged wife beater or the other. It doesn't sound like a good combination.
You had me at hello, okay? You had me at hello.
Hold on. I said, hold on. I said it's not a good combination.
No, it's not.
Possibly 2 guys that aren't good guys, but Jameis wasn't convicted. Now, I don't like Greg Hardy. I don't want him on my team. I want him to be gone.
Yes, Lord.
Because he ain't did nothing right. I don't think we got to win with him on the field.
No, we don't.
Not a win. But this will be the first win.
Yes, Lord.
What we going to see is Des Bryant.
You said it's going to be the first win.
The first win.
Yes, first win.
The first win.
Yes, Lord.
The Dallas Cowboys will be back in the race.
And this is what happens when you feel the power of positivity.
Clap your hands and feel the power of the flex zone. Because when the flex zone comes calling, you got to answer the phone.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's promo. I like that.
We're going to use that one. We're going to use that.
Got to.
You 2 nuts over there are crazy, okay? Crazy.
Who wins?
Oh, my goodness. I'm not picking no Cowboys, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Well, there's one simple question.
Screw that.
Is Romo playing this week?
No, in a couple weeks he'll be back.
Pick the Buccaneers.
Dre,
Devontae, what you picking, man?
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Of course.
Both of these teams I've had love-hate relationships with. Jameis is playing very well. He's starting to figure it out. I think he continues to figure it out and gets a win this week. Buccaneers in a close one.
And D, you said you had the Bucks?
That's right.
Boo to everybody. All right. Cam takes on Marcus Mariota. I'm rolling with Cam.
Panthers in a close one.
Waters? Yeah, I already said you got
Superman, baby.
I'm going with Cam.
They got to go with Cam, but the Panthers secondary has the last two games have struggled in the second half. So Mariota, you give Mariota a close game, he's smart enough to find a way to win.
All right, next game
Come
is.
on, Cam.
All right, I already know you're rolling with Cam. Next game.
All right, cool.
I think I know who you're going to roll with in the next game, and a lot of us will probably pick the same way. The Rams and the Bears. I'm rolling with the Rams. It's in St. Louis, mind you.
Todd Gurley, Rams in a close one. Much as I love Cuddy.
Jay Cutler this week. Jay Suckler next.
Hey, the Rams don't have a secondary. If he gets some time, he might pick them apart. But that defensive line is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Rams.
Yeah, Jay Cutler's got to play real defense this week, and he won't win.
There's a reason that Jake the Snake was never a WWE champion.
Oh, man, dag Waters.
Because he wasn't consistent. Just like Jake Cutler. They want to call him Jake the Snake. Well, I know that was Jake Plummer, but right now, Jake Cutler is playing like Jake the Snake, where he's very inconsistent. Therefore, there'll be Rams in the bush. And Todd Gurley and Tavon Austin will get busy. Give it to the Rams by a lot.
A whole lot.
Oh, you saying hammer time, huh?
St. Louis Rams.
Are they on the come up or what? I think
they are.
They're coming. The 49ers are going downhill.
Big time.
And the Seahawks are kind of like trying to re-identify themselves. I wouldn't count them out, but the Rams are coming.
And the Cardinals have been kind of up and down.
And if Wes Walker can stay healthy, he could be a valuable option.
I don't know why I thought he used to play with them.
That is true.
Have fun covering a healthy Wes Walker and Tavon Austin.
Look at the turf. He get to play on that type of field. Like,
yeah.
He'll be around for a while.
Who are they? Amendola.
Yeah.
You know?
Amendola.
I just need Wes Walker to check out that movie with Will Smith next month. I'm not going to say the name of it.
Wow. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Cavante's team, the Washington football team, at home against the
Hey,
Saints.
Cavante, I'm doing it for you this week, baby. I'm going down to D.C. Last time I picked you guys, you came back. Miraculous win. I think you get it done this week. I don't believe in the Saints.
Wow. Okay.
That's my upset pick this week. Redskins in a close game. Get it done.
I don't think that's an upset.
You know what? Cavante,
Yeah.
for you, I'm rolling with the Washington football team this week.
And in honor of our host not being
Football
here.
Club.
Yeah, we're rolling with the Redskins.
I think, Mikal would definitely be proud.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely as long as Rob Ryan is the defensive coordinator, we got it. And
Kirk Cousins will have 300 yards, baby.
I am rolling my skins as well.
Okay. All right.
All right, Brian?
Cool.
Seems like every time I pick against Drew Brees when he's going outside and I pick against him because of the weather, he wins. But with that being said, this week I still can't do it. I'm actually picking the Redskins, and that very rarely ever happens.
This one is tough. This one's tough. These last four meetings, I think the Redskins are 2-2 against the Saints.
Yeah, Robert Griffin's first win was against the Saints.
That's correct. But not just this week. I think the Saints find a way to win. Might be a shootout. Cousins might throw that interception. And what's up with Deshaun Jackson, by the way, trying to call plays, man? Chill out.
D-Jax.
Chill out. I'm taking
Absolutely.
the Saints in a close game. I wouldn't be shocked if the Redskins won. So I'm taking the Saints.
I'm with D on this one. I'm picking the Saints too. I mean, Drew Brees has been hot these last 2 weeks, and I don't see him falling off that hotness. Although Rob Ryan is horrible.
Rob Ryan needs to go.
But yeah, I can see the Saints winning this game, and maybe in a close game against the Redskins.
And it's usually close when these two teams play.
Yeah.
The next game is the Eagles and the Dolphins.
We all going with the Eagles. Just going to the next one.
I'm kind of
I
struck.
pick the Dolphins.
Oh, really?
I'm struggling with that Eagles pick.
I think the Eagles are in a good position to actually be in position to win this division.
I'm gonna roll with the Eagles in this one, but I still think that division is still a toss-up.
Eagles defense is playing well, though.
Don't trust them because they should have ran away with this a long time ago.
Soon as Romo got hurt, but then if any team I would pick is the front runners right now, it'd probably be the Giants over anybody, just because they. At the quarterback position now, they have the most stable quarterback.
When the Giants went to the Philadelphia Eagles in Lincoln Financial Field, they got
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that's my reason why I would say the Giants would probably be my favorite.
And
right?
if the Eagles win this
if
week,
we're speaking right now,
if the Eagles win this week and the Patriots beat the Giants, like
the Eagles win first again.
But look, everybody has to admit, if Tony Romo and Des Bryant were healthy,
they would be running away with this.
Run away with
4 games.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, they would have, but they're not. So.
But is everybody picking the Eagles?
I picked the Dolphins.
Except our guest, he's picking the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Upset
All right,
pick.
I can't pick this on.
You picking the Eagles, Cravante?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Next game is the Steelers and the Browns. I'm gonna roll with the Steelers.
I
got to roll with the steel curtain.
Okay, I think we all pick the Steelers. All right.
Yeah. No.
Why are you calling it a steel curtain? Not even close.
Nah, it's not steel curtain. I tell you.
So that means you rolling with the Browns?
No.
I'll tell you rolling with them clowns, man. Them clowns ain't gonna win.
Even though they don't have Ben, they still gonna roll over the Browns.
Landry Jones does well at home.
Next game is the Ravens and the Jaguars. I'm gonna roll with the Ravens, the hometown team. I think the Ravens start turning around starting this week.
This is a tough one though, man. Blake Bortles, man. Last week he was killing.
He can
the
throw
New York
the football
Jets, man.
now. He can throw it.
And the wide receivers ain't no joke. So.
And the Ravens secondary is a joke.
I want to pick. Come back to me later. I got to pick last. I don't know what I want to pick.
I'm a have faith in Raven Mania. I'm gonna pick the Ravens, but won't be shy. Jacksonville won this game, buddy. I'm hoping the Ravens win, and I'm picking them.
Ravens off a bye.
This is my Cal pick. This is for you.
Harbaugh is really good off a bye. I don't have his record in front of me, but I know he's one of the better coaches off a bye.
He is.
I like the Ravens in a shootout. Blake Bortles will make that mistake. Ravens get a turnover they haven't gotten in like a month, and they win a game.
I think you brought up a good point there, man. They need to be hungry for turnovers. I think they get hungry.
Because Bortles will give you one.
Yeah, and as much as I say I want the Ravens to just lose out, when Sunday gets here,
they play well at home.
They play
and people
so
forget.
well, you can't help.
Exactly.
If you're a fan, you are rooting. It's like, just finish it, just win.
They tease you so much.
Yeah, but I think this is one they go ahead and win this game. I can't see them losing to Jacksonville. It's been probably since the Byron Leftwich era?
Oh, yeah, when I went down to Jacksonville.
No. They lost to Jacksonville.
When they went down there one time. It was like maybe 3 years ago.
Wayne Gabbert beat them, remember?
That was Gabbert?
Yeah,
it was sad.
Okay.
It was Gabbert.
That was the
Maurice
first time Joe
Jones-Drew.
Flacco threw away a game.
Yeah. Well,
it was a field goal game, too. At that
yeah, it was the first time where he had the ball at the end and he literally threw the game away.
Yeah, you're right.
Next game is the...
Well, hold up. Cravante, you should get your pick.
I think he rolled with the Ravens as well.
Yeah. I will go with the Ravens, even though I want to pick the Jags, but Ravens, come on. Come on, Ravens.
Y'all convinced me, man. I got to go. I'm going with the Ravens, too.
All right. Next is the Raiders versus the Vikings. This is in the Black Hole, so you already know who I'm rolling with.
There it is.
The Raiders.
Said to the words
now,
of my mouth.
What's the deal with Teddy Bridgewater? What's the deal with him?
Teddy looked like he'd be cleared. I think he'd play Sunday.
Well,
after that hit?
But look, you get all the Smith and Khalil Mack. Have fun. And the Black Hole, like you said, I like the Raiders in this win. The Vikings have been one of the best teams in the league, but I think they will have some lumps. This is one of them on the road. Raiders play well at home. Bounce back.
The Raiders are one of my teams to go to the playoffs, so they got to get to the game.
I agree. I'm a huge. I love watching the Raiders football, just because like the colors they remind you. That it's a nostalgic NFL team, and I got a lot of good friends who are Raiders fans. What's so sad is they've never been able to post a Facebook status about the Raiders making the playoffs. They've never been able to post a MySpace status. At least the Rams fans could say on MySpace that they made the playoffs 2003. With that being said, this will be it. This is the year they get to the playoffs, and this will be a key win that we look back on when it gets to that, hey, when they beat the Vikings. I'm excited. This is actually one of the games I'm looking forward to most this week.
Definitely. Two very good young teams.
Everybody's on this panel picking the Raiders, but I'm not. I'm going to pick the Vikings.
This could be a Super Bowl in about 2 or 3 years.
I believe. I think
it's possible.
I think Adrian is going to have a Adrian like Peterson game from years back. I think he's going to go off. I think Teddy's going to be cleared. And Stephon Diggs, look out. That secondary of the Raiders is not that good.
Charles Woodson.
So Charles Woodson's the only person back there. As long as you beat him, you good.
We'll
so
see.
I'm picking the Vikings.
I like Oakland at home. There's another one that can go either way, but I think the Raiders will get that statement win.
Cravante, you had the Raiders?
Indeed.
All right.
Am I the only one that feel like Charles Woodson could play like another year?
He probably can.
He said himself could play another year.
I don't think he will retire this year, especially if they make a run.
Yeah, I think he wants to be a part of the building block to help get this team where they got to go.
get him in the right direction, and they definitely are going on.
He said how many more he could play?
10 years.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Thomas,
but
Thomas,
only Tom Brady, I think, can play another 10
I don't know
years.
about 10
I definitely
years.
can see him going at age 40 next year, so we'll see.
Speaking of Tom Brady,
the real bad man.
The motto of football.
My Super Bowl pick in the AFC, the Patriots. I told you I will never pick against the Patriots the rest of the season. I'm rolling with the Patriots over the Giants.
Patriots. Bad man shows up, torches that bad defense.
It's so funny because all you see the memes out there is talking about Tom Brady. He's going to lose to Eli. People forget. In 2007, who did the Patriots beat in Week 17?
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
that was
close.
the only. And guess what?
No.
If you remember that season,
That game was close.
but listen though. I'm gonna say this. Remember that season? There were 3 close games: the Eagles, the Ravens, and the Giants. The Giants was the only team that got a rematch, and they was able to capitalize. The Ravens should have won that game. The Eagles should have won that game.
Yeah.
But the Giants were the only team that got a rematch. But they did get beat first. It was during the regular season. That's what's going to happen this week. I got the Patriots.
And people are forgetting during that game, there was one play that they ran to Randy Moss.
Oh, God.
It got called back. They ran the same play, and Randy Moss scored a touchdown.
It's Randy Moss, man.
Killer Randy.
No, but the fact that you ran the same play, it was just a slant route
All the
down.
time on Madden, it's Randy Moss.
I mean, come on, back to back.
I like
Even
T.O. better, though. I'm just saying.
Wow.
You would have loved our top
you
five
were top
receivers.
5. Yeah, we were debating about that.
I think the team that can run the football will win the game. The Giants' running game is just terrible.
LeGarrette Blount, 29 carries, over 100 yards last week.
I don't like him.
But doesn't LeGarrette Blount always appear at the last possible moment,
does.
November,
He does.
December, and just come out of nowhere and get 30 carries for 100 yards?
Like,
You know what?
it was so disrespectful.
They're going to have to use
with the
Bolden
Steelers.
and White.
I like
Where's the
Bolden,
Super
though.
Bowl?
I like Bolden.
Speaking of T.O., I wish he would have just been on that Patriots team instead of Ocho Cinco. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ocho Mapo.
That could have been the
Well,
difference.
you know, shout out to Bill Belichick, which you won't hear me doing often, who just let Chad Johnson, because I think he went back to Chad Johnson.
He did, yeah.
He let him just get a play in, just to say, you know, I played in the Super Bowl. That was a classy move.
It was.
You know.
It was. But I like the Patriots in a close game, but the Giants wouldn't be shocked.
I like the Patriots, too.
I like the way he said that.
Watch out for the Super Bowl hero Malcolm Butler and the young phenom Odell matchup to watch.
Oh,
Where's
That's gonna be a good matchup.
That's hot.
Where's Victor Cruz at, though?
Showing off his sneakers.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Still
you're
hurt.
right. Still saucering.
I
at
hate to
home.
say what hurt guys do, they stay hurt.
Ooh, especially with an injury like that.
Well,
I was scared when they drafted Odell Beckham. I said, "Oh shoot, you mean to tell me the Cowboys gonna have to deal with Beckham and Cruz at the same time?"
And Ruben Randle.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, but still,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
those
definitely.
anchors, and you know, only one is showing up.
Quietly, LSU
But-
is putting together a great
Will
program.
the Madden curse be activated soon?
Oh.
Look
I
out.
just think Butler is going to be he's a good corner, so we'll see.
I hope not, man. I like watching Odell, man.
And the kid Collins too, the linebacker, man. He's
Odell, he's cool.
Carante, you with the Patriots?
Yes, I'm not picking against the Patriots this year.
See,
At all.
see,
Join
just,
the club,
see, everybody
baby.
just hop on.
So can
join
y'all
the
just
club.
say Tom Brady's better than Aaron Rodgers then? Can we get that out too?
Right now, yes.
No.
Okay.
Thank
right
you.
now,
Thank you.
Count-
Thank you.
I'm not ready to say that, man. I think
I
Aaron
say
Rodgers
right
just
now,
had
yes.
Aaron Rodgers just had a bad game, and
But
he took on 2 good defenses. But we got to roll on because I could debate you about that.
We
for
can
a
have a
minute.
side segment.
Broncos and the Chiefs. I'm gonna roll with the Broncos. I don't think anybody's picking the Chiefs in this
Hammer
game.
time.
Actually, yeah.
It's not going to be hammer time, but the Chiefs coming off the bye, they're going to be a little more competitive. I think
Hammer
I
time.
think Denver will win a close game.
Last time Peyton Manning played the Chiefs, he torched them. Let's not forget. And everybody was talking about, oh, Peyton's done.
I don't know. It's just it's a rivalry, and those are the type of games that you, like you said, that happened the last time. It could very well flip, and it's hard to say.
Not with
like,
Alex Smith.
Oh, by the way, DeMarcus Ware is out 2 to 4 weeks, I heard.
Oh, see,
And don't forget, Aqib Talib is not playing in this game either. So
it's hard.
But the Chiefs don't have receivers.
Jeremy Maclin is.
They
a
have
good
Chris
receiver.
Harris. They can slide him right over,
Kelsey
shut
is
that
a good
down.
receiver.
They can shut that down. They got Von Miller. They got
know.
all those
I'm going with the
linebackers.
Chiefs, man. I just got this gut
I wouldn't be
feeling.
shocked, man. That's not why I wouldn't be shocked.
It wouldn't shock me.
You know, with Pay, you just never know.
He's in.
Moving on because you keep calling this man Pay.
I'm going with the Broncos. Are you going with the Broncos, Gravante?
Absolutely.
All right.
Seahawks at the Cardinals. Sunday Night Football.
Man, they get tough this week, aren't they?
No, I'm not even going to watch this game. Like,
what? Are you crazy?
Seahawks are going to win, man.
Are you crazy?
This might be the best game on Sunday.
The Cardinals have just been so up and down this season.
Seattle's up and down in Arizona.
I'm watching Seattle play.
Hey, Cavante, he's jumping ship on you, man. Y'all was singing the phrases earlier. He leave you on the island.
The Cowboys are this close from beating Seattle?
No, the Cardinals will still make the playoffs, but I'm just saying the way that I've seen them play, I'm just not as sold on them as I was at the beginning of the season.
Have you seen the Seahawks play?
Have you seen the Seattle offense, man, this year?
Right.
Why do you think I said I'm not really pressed about this game?
Y'all seen Russell Wilson's
But it's a divisional game.
Yeah. You're going to leave it right there.
Right. I think everybody's rolling with Seattle at home.
No, we're not.
No, not at all.
Really?
Whoa.
Really?
They put the brakes on.
You tripping.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going with the Cardinals. Okay?
Me too.
They're coming off a bye week.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
Wow.
But the Seahawks are coming off a bye week too.
They got 10 days. They had 10 days, right?
This is a rested Seattle team at home.
I don't think they're as good as they have been. That defense isn't scary.
Arizona came into Seattle 2 years ago and won. So they're not intimidated by that building.
Nope. And this is a rival. This is a huge rivalry that people. Well, no, it's been a rivalry for a while, and people just the Cardinals have been the younger sibling for so long to the 49ers and the Seahawks that, like, last year they were starting to come up, they got hurt. This is the time where they'll use this prime time to show everybody, hey, we trying to make a Super Bowl run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Arizona win this
I think Seattle gets back. I've been saying this, but I think Jimmy Graham has a big game, and beast mode is healthy, I think, and they run the ball. Wilson hasn't played bad. I think they get it done. The defense hasn't played bad either. Sherman and those guys. Be a fun defensive game, though, but Seahawks and close.
All right. And last game is...
What, Cravante?
Arizona.
Yeah, he said Arizona. Y'all went...
He driving that bus. He driving that bus.
I'm about to say, he was one of the ones to go, whoa.
I am driving his bus. I am driving.
Well, you know what bus I'm driving, baby. The Cincinnati Bengals, baby.
Time out. I didn't want to pick they would win the AFC North, okay?
I think they got a shot to get to the AFC Championship.
So I'm the conductor on the
They
bus.
have a legit shot the way they are playing, and that's why I'm rolling with the Bengals. Don't disappoint me on primetime, though.
No. They're playing the Texans. The Texans had no running game. The quarterback is average.
Brian Hoyer back in Ohio.
Has the wide receiver and the overrated defense. They ain't winning in Cincinnati.
Brian, you got
Clowney, a Watt, and a broken down.
Who you got, Brian?
The Bengals, the paper champions, the regular season champions can't win in the playoffs.
Who they?
Cincinnati Bengals.
Who they?
You're gonna be just disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis should have been fired a long time ago.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, he should have.
And I hate saying that because, he's
a Baltimore product.
He's Baltimore product, but let's be real. He's got more chance after chance after chance.
He probably
I don't knock him for getting that money, though.
Hey, I ain't mad at him.
But just remember, they're cheap in Cincinnati.
Good point.
Well,
the Bengals are a 10.5-point favorite. Come on now.
True.
Yeah, they can't lose that game.
Shaking my head. Well, that concludes our NFL picks. On the other side of this break, y'all, we got to get into some college football real quick. This is the Flex Zone.
Roll time.
Leave that we'll get to it after the break. I got something special. I got my man Dre here. We'll get it. We got you.
But one more time, though, D, before we go to break.
Roll time.
Yes, sir. We'll be back, y'all. This is the Flex Zone. Yeah, that's how we going to start it off, y'all. This is our college football edition right now, the Flex Zone. I just love me some Alabama, so I had to start off by saying Roll Tide. D said it, so, I had to jump ship with that. We had...
both of y'all should jump off of shit. That's what both of y'all should do.
Wait a minute.
College football has come out with their top 25 rankings, y'all. Clemson at 1, Alabama, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Iowa, Baylor, Stanford, Oklahoma State, LSU, Utah, Florida, Oklahoma, Michigan State, Michigan, TSU, Florida State, Mississippi State, Northwestern, UCLA, Navy, Memphis, Temple, North Carolina, Houston, and Wisconsin all round out the top 25. did they get it right, though? We're going to start off with Brian, though, as analyst.
I don't know about the analyst part, but
you know your sports, man.
The top top 25 or the top 4?
Yeah, the top 4 is the playoffs.
Yeah. I think they got it right. Can't really see it going any other way. I just think it's too early to tell because, granted it's November, I know you got to do these things, but I don't think it's going to end up that way.
Byron?
I think they did, but I think what always comes into question is that fourth team, the last team. You have 2 one-loss teams in here in Alabama and Notre Dame, but you have Iowa at 9-0 and Baylor at 8-0. Their freshman quarterback played a hell of a game last week. But this week is a big game. You have Baylor playing Oklahoma. So the winner of that game could jump into the top 4. But big shout out to my man Deshaun Watson at Clemson. Best quarterback, I think, in the nation. Balling out. Clemson. They're for real, people. Don't sleep on them.
I'm going to go on record and say Bruner Sooner is going to beat Baylor. So
that's what I'm saying. So they could jump Oklahoma back into the race.
Yeah, I've dropped them down. But I think they got it right with the 4 teams. Notre Dame has played a hard schedule.
And only have 1 loss.
Yeah. And that 1 loss is Clemson.
Yeah,
all teams.
Exactly.
So they beat Temple.
It was in Clemson. Yep.
Let me just say this real quick. I was really actually surprised a little bit at Michigan for the fact that a lot of people had picked Michigan because, they had Harbaugh. And then they kind of fell off, didn't they, a little bit?
That loss to Michigan State was tough.
That was a fluke loss.
A lot of people were saying that they were going to roll the table. It didn't happen. It was analysts out there who were saying Michigan could really run the table.
But their lack of quarterback play is going to hurt them.
That's what's
they're going to get probably a New Year's Day bowl game.
They'll probably only.
Definitely.
They won't lose more than 3 games. I think they could. They do have Ohio State last game of the year. Don't forget.
Roger?
They got it right. I think. Baylor and Iowa though. They're right there, but in the AP 25, Baylor's ranked 4th. So, but in college football rankings, they were.
I think a huge deal. Strength of schedule is a big deal.
Yeah, strength.
And if you look at Baylor's strength of schedule, it stinks. If you look at Iowa's, it's not that good either. So
they haven't played anybody.
Alabama, Notre Dame got the top 2 schedules.
And look out, Alabama, Ohio State 2-3. That means they would play again in the first game.
Yeah,
which
it looked like they'd be playing in Jerry World at the Cotton Bowl.
But I just hope after this one they extend the playoffs maybe to like 16.
I think it's still like a year or 2 left for
like maybe 2 more years before they have it.
They should extend it though because I thought last year TCU should have been in there.
Yeah, that was
And they lost 1 game and now they're down to 15.
That's why you can't afford to lose in college, man.
Especially if you're not playing
one loss can really hurt you big time.
It depends where you lose, and the Big 12 again.
No title game.
No title game. Also, all their big matchups is late in the year. Yeah. You got to spread the matchups out.
And they barely wanted to give my man Jameis Winston another shot at a championship last year. They didn't want. For the longest, they didn't want to put Florida State.
Florida State showed why they didn't get it.
I can't wait to the SEC.
It was 1 game. And
Oregon tore them up.
Well, the SEC championship game, Alabama, Florida will be interesting to see.
Very.
So let's see what happens there. That could shake some things up. Ohio State, do they slip up? That's the question. But I think the 3 teams you have now, Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, stay. 4th team is up for grabs.
As long as J.T. Barrett plays, Ohio State will be fine. Cardiac Jones? No, he showed why he's a 3rd-string quarterback.
He should have came out last year and took the money.
Yeah, I agree, though. I thought last year he should have came out to win 3 games, the 3 biggest games, and then you don't come out of college. Like, sometimes, I'm all about people getting an education, but I'm also about people getting money, too. You got to capitalize when the moment is there. Right. And there was no bigger moment for him to capitalize on money than right then and there. To win the 3 biggest games, to go undefeated, you win the biggest one, he should have left. I really think he should have left.
Very quietly, guys, the AAC, the American Athletic Conference, they got 3 pretty good teams. Navy is in the conference for the first time in 100 years. They're playing good football. Temple's playing good football. Houston. Oh, actually, they got 4 teams. I'm sorry, Memphis, too.
Yeah, Memphis pretty good, too.
So, I wouldn't be shocked to see Navy maybe in the Peach Bowl because they don't want to do that military bowl stuff no more. They try to go a little high.
They want some fruit.
That's right.
But
shout out to Navy.
Right now, I'm still saying Ohio State is the team to beat, though. I know they're a little questionable at the quarterback position right now, but I still say that they're the team to beat.
Brian, you know this. In order to beat a man, you got to
beat the man.
There you go.
Yes. But see, at Ohio State, they can always it seems like from what I've been seeing, admittedly didn't pay that much attention, but it seemed like if one has a bad game, the other one will step up and have a good game.
Granted, that defense one of the best in the nation.
Oh,
Joey Bosa and those boys, they bring the heat. So that defense is going to hold them in a lot of games.
But Ohio State hasn't played a ranked team until Michigan State here probably next week. We'll see what they're made of.
And it does help having Ezekiel Elliott to hand the ball off too.
Yeah, it does.
And Alabama, Derrick Henry, he's back in the Heisman race after that big game and 3 touchdowns. So
true. Watch out for Stanford and Notre Dame also. That's a big game at the end of the year.
Hey guys, can we clap it up for the ACC having another representative besides Florida State?
Exactly.
It's possible this season.
Well, North Carolina, if they magically beat Clemson.
And Duke was having a good year to the lateral fiasco.
And North Carolina tore them up.
Oh, gosh.
North Carolina
I think Clemson does finish undefeated because they already clinched the Atlantic title, so they'll probably have an easy road to the championship. I mean, at least to the playoff.
I'd love to see Clemson win it.
Watch out for the South Carolina game, rivalry game. Yeah. Gamecocks know if they can beat Clemson, how easy it would be.
Exactly.
I think they got the top 4 right, but I really want to see Notre Dame slide in there somehow, some way. But unfortunately, that would mean Baylor will have to fall out. But Notre Dame's schedule is a little bit tougher, and they only have 1 loss. So I think they should at some point slide in there if they hold their 1 loss.
Notre Dame has kind of disappointed me ever since that one time that they were in the championship game.
And they got rolled.
I still hold that. I still hold that against them. I know the past is the past, but
that was
when you're on prime time and you have a chance to really make a statement.
And by the way, Notre Dame is doing this with a backup quarterback.
I know it was. You talking about the year with Manti Te'o's girlfriend? Caused the game.
The Irish disappeared that game, just like he.
Nowhere to be found.
But I would love to see like a NCAA type.
That's just terrible. Y'all over there laughing, man. An imaginary girlfriend. I mean,
too much technology.
I really can't fathom that.
I wish he'd just say he was a virgin. There's nothing. I mean,
exactly.
Look,
there's Instagram, there's Facebook.
The Twitter.
All right, let's be real.
The Twitter.
If it wasn't really Instagram yet. If it was exclusive to the iPhone, but there was still Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah,
and there was video chat. Skype. People used to use Skype real heavy back then. Uvu.
Yeah, Uvu.
There's no excuse.
The sad part about this, they made a show out after this guy, man.
Exactly. He ain't getting nothing on it.
He ain't getting nothing on it.
Catfish.
Terrible.
And it made millions.
He ain't get 1 dime, nothing off of it.
And millions in advertising dollars. And he ain't getting nothing. Not 1 cent.
Speaking of APB, like, do we even hear about him on the Chargers?
He plays. He has some plays every now and then.
He's been hurt most of the time.
There's a lot of injuries.
Just like the Chargers season. Just been a.
Could y'all remember the
They're going to LA. They'll be in LA.
They look like the Red Cross
coming to the Ravens.
Red Cross Chargers.
And you imagine if he was in the locker room with like a Terrell Suggs and an Ed Reed?
They would have teed off. Man. They'd have clowned.
I couldn't.
That's his Suggs with the clown.
He would have went out like Jonathan Martin.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say the same thing. You thought that Jonathan Martin story was something.
I mean, it'd be just like none of them commercials, talking about the Royal Farms chicken. They can't get it.
Man, he won. Oh, my gosh, man.
He wouldn't have made it.
Nah.
Y'all thought something was going on in South Beach. There ain't nothing in Baltimore. Baltimore would have got after him alone. Them fans?
Everybody would have held up pictures of his girlfriend. Here she is. Unless he was playing good. If he was playing bad, like getting, ate up and beat like the way the defense is now.
Yeah, it would have been.
It would have been a pretty picture.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Let's just say that it would have been pretty. Let's recap some of these games though. LSU and Alabama. I'll admit I was a little afraid. I was a little scared as a Alabama fan, but Alabama came back and did their thing.
Oh my gosh, I hate how you pick your team. You're such a front runner. I don't understand it.
I know he got all the front running teams. I know
all the teams that have like a history of winning. He just they're winning. Let's stay with them.
No, the Stankies and Pew.
I don't believe in you, Dre.
You know what's funny though? See, like. Here goes another shot. Here it goes. Get ready. So I was told that since I went to Morgan State and it was a Division I school, I wasn't allowed to root for any other college football teams. And I'm like, you know, these are by people who, you know, went to the Northwestern,
the Michigan,
the Michigan States. Yeah, it's like,
preach, brother.
Why are you rooting for Maryland or anybody? I'm like, it's in the same state. But you ain't go there. You went to Morgan State. You're a Division I school. Okay, your point, you know. So, I mean, I can understand the front running, brother. You know, I mean, it's college football. I choose different team every year just based on players.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Maryland ain't beating anybody right now.
Well, thank you for admitting that.
Look. College basketball, however, though, that's a different story.
Diamond Stone and my man, Melo Trimble, baby.
Melo.
Yeah.
Jake Layman.
That's right. NBA process right there, people. Check them out.
Hey, okay. But, I mean, you know, we're not talking about college. We're not talking about college basketball yet.
What song would be called college basketball?
My only thing in this game was I was not very happy with that Leonard Fournette didn't do anything. You know,
his offensive line
didn't help him, but they also trapped him like 8 in the box.
For him to get 31 yards, that's a great job because it was about 10 defenders behind the line of scrimmage every play.
Yeah, but this dude is averaging like 150 a game.
Well, he's having video game numbers, as my man Waters would say. So I mean, he came back to reality. But I think you see his ability at the next level. He can be like a tall girl he is now.
But that game kind of hurt his chances at the Heisman a little bit because they said that in the past, people who have really done well against Alabama, that's been their like propeller game into the Heisman.
But this year's kind of weird because it's not really one front runner now after that game. So
it's not.
And you think about Fournette, he probably still get a couple more honey.
Boykin was the other one from TCU, but they lost Oklahoma State. So.
Yeah, I mean he's still my pick though to win the Heisman now. But probably one of the best running backs to come out, and I'm really happy to see running backs coming back into fruition because I mean for the longest time it's been about the quarterbacks. Now we're getting back to the old school ground and pound.
See them last about 10 seasons. That's what I want to see.
That's what I want to see.
You know, because growing up we had Emmett and Barry. And, you know, Curtis Martin, Marshall Faulk. These guys, Jerome Bennis.
Jamal Lewis.
I mean, we had some other good ones last year. It was LT. You got to put Sean Alexander in.
Sean Alexander didn't last, though. You talking about dudes last year.
Like, these guys, like, they were staples.
Like, AP still lasted.
Yeah, AP's one.
I mean, well, LT lasted.
Yeah, LT lasted.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to see. I want to see these guys have, you know, long careers.
Yeah, I'm saying LSU and Alabama, though, the rivalry reminds me of Miami, Florida State was in its height. You know, both teams are usually fighting right there for the SEC West or the national championship game, and it's been some good games over the last 5 to 10 years or so between these two teams.
What about the Clemson-Florida State game? How y'all feel about that?
Clemson need to get over that hump, man. It looked bad for them early, but then they took off in the second half, and They beat Florida State, and it was a statement win for Clemson. They needed it, and like Byron was saying earlier, now they probably cruise through and be sitting at the Orange Bowl waiting for the fourth seed. They stay at number 1.
I was really wondering about Clemson and why everybody was hyping them up, and then I kind of seen this game, and I was like, wow, okay, Clemson looks.
Have you seen that game against Notre Dame? How they held off Notre Dame? They have talent.
Well, this game showed that they belong at the number 1 spot to me.
Deshaun Watson, man.
You gotta watch him play.
Deshaun Watson, best quarterback in the nation, in my opinion.
He's right there with the guy from Cal and
Jared Goff.
Yeah. Even though they're struggling right now.
Yeah, kind of.
You can weigh in too, Brian, about Clemson and Florida State.
Hey man, I like orange, so
I'm with Brian on that one. I like orange too.
I mean, we all like orange, you know.
And then there was Oklahoma State and TCU.
Yeah, that was a mismatch right here.
Yeah, TCU.
Oklahoma State.
You think?
Overwhelmed TCU. They overwhelmed them. And this again, we talking about the Big 12. They don't play anybody early in the year. It comes back to bite you in the butt, and TCU, unless they get some help, they're out of this top 4 equation now.
Sometimes it's like that.
The hammer pants was put on TCU.
Yeah. Oklahoma State can put up some points, too. That's attack. They can put up some points.
All right. Well, I guess that concludes our show, y'all. Thank you to our guest right now, Brian Waters. And he'll be back next week for the Survivor.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait for that.
Survivor Series special, y'all, with Dwayne Allen on deck.
Dwayne.
Roger D. No, as always, hey, WWE action, y'all. We gotta talk about little WWE's. 25 years of The Undertaker. Shout out to my favorite wrestler. Honestly, I still say the greatest wrestler of all time.
Rest in peace.
He's one of them. He's one of the greatest.
I say this, Andre. He's the greatest character. He's the greatest character in the history of wrestling.
He's the greatest Vince McMahon creation.
Yeah, he's the greatest character.
He's definitely top 5.
Yeah, him, Goldust, Kane. Talking strictly Vince McMahon creations.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I knew you was thinking like Goldust, but you got like.
Yeah, you got to put Goldust.
No. You have to. You definitely.
We
have
seen Goldust 2 years ago. A couple years ago, man, he looked in good shape. We didn't know he was going on the main roster. And
he
took
just
off.
went right back.
He got hurt. Hopefully, he comes back and he be okay.
But we'll get back into some NFL, NBA, all that as soon as we're done with our Survivor Series special. Though we gotta take it to the WWE, y'all. So we're gonna take a little break. But
biggest Survivor Series since '98. Well, I say 2001 when the company was on the line. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, hey, look, I'm looking forward into.
Well, maybe 2005. I thought that SmackDown Raw thing.
Yeah, not memorable. No. Yeah, 2001, the company.
It faded. It faded.
But of course, y'all, we want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Check out our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, send us an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. This show is executive produced by me. Our associate producers are Mikel Ramos, Get Better, and Cravante Hurd. Our intern is my man Corey
Matthews.
See, we're in sync with that one. I like that.
With the finger.
Oh man!
Wow!
I gotta get back in studio, obviously, because y'all messing it up.
Yeah, we did mess that one up.
Yeah, we supposed to be in the reverse. Yeah.
No, but I mean, see how it was different though. Like Cravante, that's why we need you in studio to say Matthews then Corey. But I had to switch it up, and so that way we could be in sync. Just like the Colts when Luck isn't playing. Our engineer is Richard Good. The Flex Zone can be heard on iTunes and SoundCloud. Listen to us Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. on the Arena Sports Network, and listen to us on Positive Power 21.
Hold on now.
Flex Zone listeners. I think you got something to say.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for the Flex Zone on Positive Power 21 and feel the power.
Yes, you can feel the power.
If you can't feel that through the speakers, you need to get a hearing check or something.
From 11:30 to 1, you can hear us.
Shout out to Jerry Royce, man.
Yes, shout out to my man.
Big time. Blessing them fathers, man.
You can catch us Thursdays at 6:30 on WEAA. Myself, Cravante, and Mikel every Thursday at 6:30 on the NWA Sports Report with Sean Yost. Next week is the Survivor Series special. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
And The Undertaker will be at Survivor Series, as well as the podcast, The Flex Zone, the Survivor Series Takeover, what you need to listen to from Andre Melton.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. We got me, my man Brian Waters, we got Dwayne Allen, Roger D. The crew is back, y'all. 25 years of The Undertaker, and, of course, our Survivor Series special.
Like I always say, when the Flex Zone comes calling, you gotta answer the phone. Make sure you're here, because I will be here tuning in to the Flex Zone.
November 17th. Stay tuned, because we'll be talking wrestling, and everybody needs to hear it.
And if you're not listening, you will rest in peace.